name's Simon Knechtli and I work for Willis Towers Watson Aerospace, and today I'm going to talk to you about quality and safety excellence, enhancing the value of your investment that you make in insurance purchase. Let's first look at the insurance market scene. Here are the causes of insurance claims, examples, but some of these are more frequently experienced in the African continent. Insurers have been saying for many years that they've underpriced the product. They offer it too cheaply. What is certain is that the claims from the portfolios that they underwrite far exceeds the premium, and over the last 18 months have taken remediation action and are increasing premium. And for some types of operators, this is quite dramatic. Now, you're going to say, well, hang on a second, we deserve preferential insurance terms. I mean, we're the good performers and we can show you why. And that's great, because insurers will rely on their own perceptions and assumptions unless you bring alive to them these qualities. Insurance purchase involves a relationship between you and your insurers and the wider insurance community. So here's what you'd be saying to merit such preference. Culture, data. We've got a strong culture of hazard and event reporting. We've been doing this for many years. It informs our risk management strategy, and we welcome outside audits, and we take part in industry associations to advance our own practices. Sure, we've had safety non-performance issues in the past, but here's how we've managed those, and here are our safety performance indicators that demonstrate that we have dealt with those and continue to deal with those issues. Yes, there are new safety challenges because of COVID-19, and this is how we're dealing with and mitigating those. Now, the response of insurers is going to be, well, you're clearly evidencing risk control, you're mitigating claims, and if you do have a claim, the chances are the cost of the claim is going to be less than it would be otherwise. You're developing confidence within the insurance community to insure your risk. Greater market appetite does equal competition, and also the ability for insurers to find reason to positively differentiate, and that includes price, so there's cost advantage there. And mutual respect creates relationships and understanding and consideration to give that preferential treatment. And it also provides program resilience for against future market volatility, because insurers can step away from the business, but you've got enough insurers that are interested in your business to step into their shoes. So you've got program resilience. Some risk concerns, I mean, not only for you, the aviation industry, but also the insurance industry. Firstly, wildlife. There's a concern that during the COVID-19 period, with less flight activity at airports, there's greater wildlife activity, particularly bird activity, and a question over, is there the consistent focus on mitigating risks that there was before the COVID period. Of course, there must be collaboration to collect data, and that is between operators, crews and airports, and that collation of data informs goals for risk mitigation. Of course, finding and seeking the advanced practices of and experiences of others, and also to make appropriate investments, not only money, but also people, because neither of those are limitless. For airport risk, insurers have seen greater incidences of aircraft ground damage, and perhaps particularly during the COVID-19 period because of the congestion at airports, parked aircraft, and they also have an aggregation of risk, because should there be an extreme weather event, for example, or a terrorist event, the chances that more aircraft will be damaged is increased, and therefore the cost of an insurance claim is increased for the community. Looking at pilots, human factors, of course insurers are interested in the qualifications and experience of your pilots, but they're also interested in the investment you make in their training and also the training of safety personnel. There's a question over, a concern over, how do you create a pilot safety culture if you have a high turnover of pilots, and there's a feeling this might apply in Africa. Psychological risk, fatigue risk, mental health, that certainly is something of concern during COVID-19, pilots worrying about their future employment, and a question of whether risk boundaries might be pushed because of commercial pressure given the financial challenges that COVID-19 has created. And lastly, to make a successful engine claim, insurers need certain data, proving that there was a single recorded incident is what the policy will say. However, pilots are increasingly not recording the right information, which makes it very difficult for insurers to enable payment, which they're perfectly willing to do if they have the right data to assess the claim. Unstable approaches, IATA have produced this graphic. What it shows is unstable approach trends has increased dramatically since COVID-19. A question of whether that's the effect of pilots having less flying, reduced degradation of familiarity. All airlines have a go around policy. We go around when we're unstable on approach. But how often does that actually happen? Unstable approaches risk short, long landings, causing what is avoidable aircraft damage and expensive claims for the insurance community. So understanding and measuring total business risk. It's corporate, it's not departmental. Colleagues are experts in their own identified risks. Often they don't voice these within other departments and tend to act in silos. Understanding enterprise risk, informed risk management and insurance decisions, which is shared, an aggregation of a register of risk, the events, it's data verified, it's costed, risk rated, so you allocate the resources to the highest risk events rather than the most frequent potential events. So in summary, demonstrate excellence, investing in insurance relationships. This develops trust relationships to receive that preference we spoke about at the start, and don't be afraid to ask for funding for safety initiatives through insurers' risk management bursary. Thanks for the opportunity to speak with you today and to be a partner of AviAssist.